Oh, what's up, YouTube? The homie Peanut. I am here again with another vlog, and I'm actually pretty excited about this one because I'm here with my in-law, my cousin-in-law. Tell them a little about yourself.
How you doing, guys? My name's CJ. I'm 29 years old. I'm actually from Bayonne,
Okay.
right over the bridge. I'm actually married to your cousin.
Yes, he's married to my cousin. That's an interesting one. She's one of my most exciting cousins.
Yes.
Wouldn't you say that?
Absolutely.
Shout out to Diana for,
Love
shout
it.
out to you for being able to put up with her because she's exciting.
She is.
Yeah, we'll use the word exciting to describe her. So, interesting fact, and the reason why you're here today, you were raised by a same-sex couple.
Yes, I did.
You had two dads.
Two dads.
Wow. Does my tia get along with them?
Yes,
She
loves
gets along
them.
with them?
Yeah.
Really?
Very friendly, and I'm actually happy about that.
Because she's another one who's exciting. She's exciting. Tia Lupe, I love you. So, all right. So being raised by two dads.
Yep.
How different was that for you growing up, and then when maybe you have your guy friends? How different was it for you, and comparing it to the life of your other male friends?
I mean, it really wasn't a lot different than me. You know, everybody has a mom and a dad. I just had two dads.
Mm-hmm.
And I grew up with my mom when I was very young, and unfortunately my mom ran into some trouble. So
Okay.
I lived with my dad since I was 14. I'm 29 now, so I've been with him since, I moved out at 24, 25. So I've been with him, 14 years, but it's like any other mom and dad, except I had two dads. Never treated me differently. I never looked at him differently. As long as he loved me and took care of me, that's all that mattered to me.
That's all that really matters. Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly. How far back can you remember that it was two dads? Like, how far back can you it was two dads and not a mom and a dad?
Well, I remember he sat me down when I was 11, and
Okay.
he told me that, CJ, I like men, and I was 11 at the time. I remember distinctively. I was here in Bayonne,
Right.
and this is actually when he was with his husband now.
Okay.
So it was pretty cool that he introduced me to him, and I guess ever since I was little, I never really cared.
Mm-hmm.
As long as he loved me, I mean, it was cool. He just said that he liked men. He was going to be with men, and that's what he felt was right. So.
And the husband was a good dad to you,
And
too?
the husband was a good dad to me. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they've been together. The anniversary just passed. It was on
Wow.
September 10th, the day before 9/11.
Wow.
Literally the day
How many
before 11.
years?
They've been together 18 years. 18, 1 to 4 years.
Wow.
So it's been, he's just as a father as my dad is. I look at
Mhm.
him no differently.
Mm-hmm.
So he's always been an impact in my life and always interested in my life, just like if I had two dads. So it was wonderful.
Wow. Well, shout out to your dads because they found love. Some of us are here
Yes.
single and miserable.
Oh,
Not that
don't
you
say
can
that.
tell. So, being that you were raised by him at a young teenage age,
Yep.
what do you remember about his gay lifestyle? Like, what do you remember at all? How different was his lifestyle?
When he was younger, I remember when I was young, because he was younger, he had me at 19.
Okay.
So he was young. He was a young father.
Mm-hmm.
He was as gay as they come. He came out there.
Okay.
He was the diva. And he still calls himself the diva to this day.
Okay. Okay.
He was out clubbing. He was out partying, drinking. He did drag shows.
He did drag.
He did drag shows.
Oh.
He went out there. I've seen all his videos.
Okay.
As awkward it was for me as a son, but I mean, it's what he liked to do. But I gotta give it to him. He put his heart out into it. He really took time into going out and looking right.
Yeah.
He had different stage names for different nights. And,
Wow.
He loved it, and it's what he did. And he
Yeah.
always had to be that diva. He had to be the center of attention.
Yeah.
And
That
it
sounds
was,
like
it was
many
funny.
of us gays. I
Yeah.
think all of us gays like to be the center of attention, but only a few actually are, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, growing up, was it like being around your peers in high school? Was it different? Did they find out? Did they make you feel like it was different? Like, how was it for you growing up being in school? Because kids can be cruel.
Yeah, kids can be cruel.
How was that?
I feel like I had a strong background from when I was younger for
Mhm.
myself, so I was always upfront with all my friends.
Okay.
I told them straight up before anything ever happened, because they would come to my house and it would be awkward if they saw two men in my house.
Right.
Hey, where's your mom? Well, that's my mom and that's my dad. But I would always tell them straight up, listen, my dad's gay, and it never really bothered me to what other people thought.
Okay.
If they were my friends, they were gonna accept it regardless. So
Right.
you know, I'll get teased sometimes and like, oh, your dad's gay. I mean, you're gay too.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not gay.
Yeah.
But you know, it really never bothered me. I told all my friends, you know, they were cool with it. A lot of them just thought, you know, what it's like to be having two dads. And then actually, a lot of my friends had, you know, gay members of the family, whether it's uncle, an aunt, a brother.
Okay.
So we kind of got along through that. So it wasn't that big of a
Some
deal.
common ground.
Yeah. So it wasn't
That's
that
good.
bad.
That's good. It was common ground, so there was definitely understanding.
Right.
It wasn't nobody trying to like, you know, like pick on you or bully you for that.
Right,
I'm
no.
glad you didn't go through that.
No, I didn't
really
get
glad
that.
you didn't go through that. So growing up, were you like into sports? Was he supportive of like whatever you did in high school or
Yeah.
anything?
When I was in high school, I played on the baseball team
Okay.
throughout high school, and you know, he'd come to my games. He'd be there to support me. Anything I ever wanted to do in high school or even in life, you know, he always had my back.
Good.
And it was just one of them things, like, whatever I want to do, you go out there, you do it, you know, and I'll have your back for you. So I was really supportive of me, and not only my dad, but his husband, Chris, as well. He was right behind him. Anywhere my baseball games, softball games, anything I did in high school, you know, they were there for me.
It's
so it
good.
meant a lot.
It's good that you had, you know, your dad supporting you. It doesn't sound like any, you know, like a straight couple. They're going to be there supportive for their kids, their
Right.
sons and daughters in their sports or, you know, whatever, school-wise, you know.
Yep.
How's your relationship with them now compared to them growing up?
Well, growing up, you know, I grew up with my mom for a little while. You know, and then I was kind of thrown into my dad's hands, you know, on unseen, you know, circumstances, I should say. But, you know, I feel like he had to get some getting used to it. You know, he wasn't, you know, he didn't have us growing up. He didn't raise us since I was little. So it was an adjustment for both of us, you know, because, I mean, like any other kid, you know, I was excited to see my father anytime I can see him. So my eyes lit up. You know, I loved my dad more than anything in the world. I've always wanted to live with him, but, you know, situations arise and that couldn't happen. But, you know, I'm glad it happened for what it did. And, you know, it was a little rocky in the beginning because, you know, I wanted to be close. And, you know, now that I was there, I felt like, you know, I'm with my dad and, you know, everything's going to be better. You know, I kind of miss my mom every now and then. But being with my dad, you know, it changed me a lot for who I was because my mom was never really about discipline. It was always about, you know, I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. You know, I never had the time to come home for dinner or I was never disciplined if I did anything wrong. My dad, on the other hand, never took any kind of shit from me.
Oh,
yeah. So,
good.
So it kind of drew the fine line for me. So it kind of made me understand, you know, okay, I can't get away with this now. I got to learn how to be, you know, a better man. When I was little, I had anger problems with my mom, and I never really got to cope with it. I think a lot of it had to do with, you know, my dad not being around. But, you know, it turned around for me when I moved to Jersey. And I feel like he really had a big impact in my life now, and, you know, we're closer than ever.
I'm glad to hear
I'm really happy
and
that's
it's
happening.
good. It's good to hear that as a gay man, he was still disciplined.
Right.
Disciplining you as a man. He knew that as a man, he had to take charge and, you know, put his foot down. Like, say, you gotta be responsible about your shit. You can't be a wild fucking animal.
Yep.
So it's good to hear that. It's really good to hear that. So you have a sister.
I do.
Right.
I have a younger sister.
Do you think both of you having being raised by two gay dads had any influence on your sexuality?
I don't believe so because, number one, I'm married now.
To my cousin.
I'm married to your cousin. I have two kids, two wonderful kids. Well, I have one son now. I have one baby girl on the way. She'll be here very shortly. And my sister has a boyfriend of 2 years right now.
Okay.
And they're in love with each other. And, you know, she's had boyfriends in the past. But this is, I feel, a clear example how, you know, your parents shouldn't influence, you know, your sexuality. You're always going to be who you are. So,
Absolutely.
you know, I have a wife. She's going to have a husband soon to be. So it's a good...
Yeah.
It's a good way.
And you guys made the cutest son. He's the cutest thing. You guys have to
Thank
see him. He's the cutest. He looks just like you.
Thank you.
I mean, you see little things of Diana, but he does look exactly like you. He's such a happy little baby. He gets in his moods, but that's because of Diana.
That's my wife.
That's Diana. That's
100%.
our bloodline. I'm not moody like that, though. Let me ask. So, how did that... having gay parents, how did that influence you how you see other people of different sexual orientations? Because your dad is not the only family member you have who is gay.
Right.
You have me,
Like,
the most
exactly.
awesome gay man you could ever meet. How was that for you?
I don't really think it matters to me. Everybody in this world is who they are, and they have the right to love who they want to love and be who they want to be. So I treat every human being in this world as the same as I would, treat the next one, with respect, courage, how I would want to be respected.
Absolutely.
So I don't see black, I don't see white, I don't see race, I don't see sexuality. I see you as an individual, who you are. And that's just me personally. And, that's how I was raised, and that's how I feel now. So it really doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I'm not gonna judge a book by its cover. Everybody's got stories behind them.
Yeah.
But I love everybody for who they are. As long as they respect me, I'll respect them. And whatever decisions they have with their life, who am I to tell them how to live their life?
Absolutely.
Right? I'm not in their shoes. I don't know what they're doing. Same thing for other people. You never walked in my shoes. You don't know my life. Why are you judging me for? And then when you get to know the person or everybody, they have a story, a background, and sometimes it can be more amazing than what people think.
Yes.
So it's just such a shame that racism these days and sexuality these days and bullying nowadays is
bad.
It's insane. So I want to make sure that I drill that even to my kids. That you treat everybody as a person and not gender or race.
Yep.
So that's good for me.
And your son and your daughter, they're gonna have the coolest dad. You really are. He really is one of the coolest people I have ever met. He's one of the friendliest, the most understanding, easy to talk to, just gets along with about everybody. I don't know how you ended up with my cousin, because we know my cousin. She's fun.
She's a piece
She
of
can
work.
be fun. Yes, she is, Diana. We love you though, but I think even you have seen that. I have a lot in common with Diana. Like I can get like that, but that's in our family.
Right.
That's in our family, mostly in the woman. But me being a gay man, I think it somehow snuck in there that I can be moody and a bit of a bitch. A little bit. The people who are closest to me definitely know. Like the people in my family, my closest friends, they know I'm.
Right.
I could be a moody motherfucker sometimes.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
It's okay.
So again, thank you for doing this video with me. It really means a lot. This is a great video, a great topic of conversation. I hope everybody here got to enjoy it. You guys got to know my cousin-in-law, who is really just one of the best human beings I've ever gotten to meet. So thank you, CJ.
Thank you.
Diana, we love you. We're so excited to meet your daughter.
Thank you.
And guys, we will see you next time.